My introduction to appointment setting was totally by accident, but I'm going to point out certain skills that are going to give you that upper hand when looking for an appointment setting role. Learn from these certain skills, learn from my experiences, my stories, and my hope is by the end of this video, you're going to have an upper hand knowing how to get to a remote sales job as quickly as possible. Door-to-door sales is one of the most respected experiences in sales. Not many people enjoy going to someone's door and trying to make a sale. People naturally do not like to take risks. People are naturally shy and would want to pick jobs that do not make them look desperate, like door-to-door sales. However, if you've been a door-to-door salesperson, you're gonna quickly realize that people are the same everywhere you go. People like the egos stroked. They like personable people who they can easily converse with. People do not want to be pressured. People like to be humored. You're going to learn all these tips that make you an amazing salesperson across several industries. Statistics say that the average salesperson closes about 2 to 3% of their sales. However, if you're a higher than above salesperson, you're gonna kill it, because if you put the focus into working on your charm, your personality, and your bullshit meter, you're more likely to make more sales at the doors and just blow away the competition. My experience going to someone's door, charming them, prospecting, and possibly trying to close has been the #1 experience that has helped me survive in most of my sales roles. It has also been the #1 reason that someone even decided to take a chance on me, because I had that door-to-door sales experience. So if you're someone right now who's working a door-to-door sales job, walking down the street in the hot sun or in the cold, well, I'm gonna let you know that there is more opportunities online for you that you can easily access and make a lot more money. If you're somebody who has developed their body language, their charm, their resilience, quick thinking, the humor, you have so many roles online that is looking for you, that is looking for those soft skill sets. There are things you can do like appointment setting in DMs, cold calling people, trying to even close sales and collect the money. So many roles are available for you just because you have that door-to-door sales experience and you're just slightly better than the average door-to-door salesperson. Being a cashier in a store or having some type of customer service experience or even hospitality experience qualifies you to be highly looked for online too. Business is all about people, and there is benefit to getting better at handling or dealing with people. I come across so many young people who have cashier experiences or they've worked in a restaurant and they don't even know how to translate that experience into finding and landing a remote sales opportunity. These guys don't even know how to leverage that experience to find something that's going to make them even more money and give them more freedom. This is ridiculous because that's a huge number of people who could be working online and never have to leave the house to go stay in traffic for a new job. This is why I'm a big supporter of leaving the West where you have such high cost of living and going to somewhere where the cost of living is low and you can work remotely and possibly have a much more vibrant lifestyle, less depressed, less having to be in the cold, and it's just much more fun all around, especially if you've worked in North America, because there's a certain level of customer service etiquette that you can learn from there and apply it wherever you go throughout the world. Several other places in the world do not have this. Trust me, I've experienced it. Customer service is not everywhere. Having these experiences and being personable to your customers makes you so much more qualified to be hired. So imagine two candidates who are applying to be remote salespeople. One person has technical skills, they're good with Zoho, CRMs, whatever it is. The second person, they're relatable, they have that hospitality skills. Well, the second person is always going to win out because business is about people, sales is about people. However, the key here is that as somebody who's applying as, let's say, a cashier or a hospitality person who hasn't had much sales experience, the key is to be able to communicate that experience as being able to get more money for the business. Communicate that experience as being able to drive more revenue for the business. You can also use the angle of communicating that experience as being able to help your company that you're applying to have better customer retention because you're hospitable and you've had that experience working customer service, let's say in North America, for example, where there is a certain level of customer service etiquette. And that brings me to my third point, which is I cannot list all the skills in the world where you're going to be able to make money remotely. But the one thing to know is if you can tell a company that this skill that I have will inevitably earn you more revenue or help you retain more customers or help you make more money, you're more likely to be hired because all businesses wherever in the world wants more money. Every hiring manager wants to bring somebody aboard which makes them look good to others. They want to hire the high performer who's gonna bring the company more money. So it's your job to communicate yourself as that person, no matter what skill you have. You want to do this because the whole world is going remote and you need to jump on that bandwagon. Statistics say that pre-pandemic, only 4% of all the jobs in the US were remote. Post-pandemic, up to 15% of all the jobs in the US are fully remote. Even looking worldwide, 28% of all people employed worldwide work remotely. Nobody wants to go back to the office. Everybody wants to be able to work remotely, wake up from your bed and head straight to your computer. That's the shortest commute ever to work. You need to enjoy that lifestyle. If you want to work remotely and earn online, reach out to me. It doesn't matter who you are or where you are. I can help structure your resume, your brand, your presence so that you can be able to get a remote opportunity within 7 days or less. Don't forget to click that like button, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.